Now, the premise is, I haven't done much sewing for a long time, and I bought some beautiful flowers that I need. I'm going to put in some lovely pots. It's like a Poinsettia mix. They're silk flowers, not real ones, but I really fancy it, yeah. So this evening, I thought, well, I want to make a runner. Got some lovely fabric. I'm just looking for some scissors so I can open this up. I'll just go over here and find some and come back. Yep, here I am. Although I suppose, yeah, I ought to keep the ribbon just in case, like I do with everything. And I'm glad I do, because this weekend particularly, my granddaughter, we picked her up from school, and she said, oh Nana, I gotta make a cracker for school. Oh, we got to use a toilet roll. She knew all about it, yeah. I'll find a toilet to put in it. Okay. So, thankfully, I had nice bits of ribbon, leftovers like this, that I could, why are they going to make it so really difficult? So I had nice bits of leftover ribbon that we were able to use. More knots now. But as I'm doing, sod it. It's coming off. I'll come back to that, right? So we can use it on a cracker. So I got this fabric, yeah. I got four packs of quarters, and it's all as you'll see now. It's got little metallic bits in it of music. There's one. I think this one is kind of let me keep it in the same vein. This one is kind of the opposite end of the scale, or opposite colours to that one. Then we got one that's totally sort of small poinsettias. And then we got one that is, again, small poinsettias, but the background is red instead of white. So I think they're somewhat similar. Or is that new? Do you know what? That's the same as that, isn't it? Have they duped me? Anyway, whatever. So that's that. And then we got, I'm sorry, is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's only supposed to be a pack of 5, so that's good. Then this one, not the same as that one. And not the same as that one. No, this is completely different. There's that one. And then there's this one, which is completely different, yeah? All with a bit of metallic on them. So, hang on, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's supposed to be 5. I got 6 in this one. I got to double up. Anyway, I got 4 packs, so I may not be as lucky in the next pack. But my idea is, I wanted this Poinsettia fabric to be able to make a table centre or table runner for my table with a Poinsettia seam, because of these Poinsettia faux flowers that I bought, which I think I ought to show you. If I got a white one and a red one. Yeah. Let me touch this down. There's one bouquet, yeah, which is all greenery and white poinsettias. And then I got the same thing in red. I'm going to have 2 lots of vases. Anyway, this is some of the stuff I bought at the NEC craft fair a few weeks ago when I was out with my friend Margaret. So, moving on, this is the material I'm going to use. I actually bought the material from Wool Warehouse. Good value, lovely, not expensive. So then I sat down and I wrote myself a pattern because I wanted, I hope you can see this pattern here. I do it on QE8 if you got one yourself. I wanted to have a large centre. And you think, so why would you want to do that? Because that's where I'm hoping during the daytime the flower vase will sit, and obviously during if we're having lunch, it's a good place and a solid place to put down pots or, you know, food bases, so that it's not too umpy-dumpy, right? So now, when I was doing this on the computer, obviously I didn't know what fabric. This is not the fabric I got here. I didn't know what fabric I'm going to use, so this is just an imagination of what it is, yeah. And then, but it does give me my cutting diagrams, and it's going to be a 12-inch finished square. So it's going to start off before you sew it to anything else, ending at 12.5 inches, okay. And so I need, according to this, it tells me 70 patches of 2.5-inch squares, which will be just the corner squares, yeah. I need 16 patches of half 2.5 squares, right? Which according to this is made out of 2 7/8 inch widths. But I'm not going to be doing this rotary cutting like that. I'm not going to do it like that. And then I need a what do they call that? Quarter triangles, which is made out of 5 1/4 inch of fabric. But I'm not going to do it like that either, because I'm not going to be rotary cutting this as such. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. First of all, though, I've got to decide what colours I want where. And obviously I am, at the moment, because I want a light-ish external bit. So it's either got to be that, or it's going to be that. I got 2 of those, 1 of those. So, I think so. If I look at it, that background is much lighter than that background. So this is going to be my background squares. Okay, my lightish background squares. I'm going to do out that one. And then the darker material, which is either going to be that one or that one, for the centre. I'm going to go on the green. I'm going to go on the dark, this one. Am I or aren't I? No, I've changed my mind. I'm going to go on the red for the centre. That's going to be that big centre bit. And then I do think I need, no, I'm going to use this light green for the 4, I call them flying geese, yeah. I'm going to use this, because I'm going to use this then for the border as well. And then I'm going to use this one for these points here. I hope you can see what I'm doing. These points here, I'm going to use that one. So at the moment it looks like I'm not using this, but I will. So I'm just using these 4. So now I've got to get ready to cut them out. Obviously, I think I'm going to do 3 squares. Because, as I said, there's going to be a 2.5-inch border all around. So it will make the runner, oh, I don't know, about 17 inches, I think, wide. It has 12.5 to 12, plus 2.5 each side, that's fine. Yeah, 17 inches wide, and 3, oh, I don't know, work it out. That's 3, 12, 36, plus 5 inches, 13, 36, 39, and then there's going to be bits in between. Oh, add it all up and you'll work out what it is. Well, I will tell you, but work out what it is. So, I mean, that's what you have to do when you're planning something, is work out what it is. So, I'll move on now to the next bit, where I am going to show you how I'm going to cut them out. I'm not rotary cutting. You can use any type of rotary cutting you want. You can use your shape cut, you can use your XL cutter, you can use do it by hand with ordinary rulers, but I'm going to be doing this with an electronic cutter. Okay, hello again. Right, so I want to cut out now. I've showed you the fabrics that I'm using. I'm just getting together my things, so I'm going to pop that in front of you so you can see. This I did, I just drew it out on QE8, is the programme. If you're interested in it and you want to know more about it, well then talk to me on the group. craftysoandsos.co.uk. No, sorry, Crafty So-and-so's on Facebook. Alright. Now this is giving me the outlay of what I want. I want 4 patches of 2.5-inch squares. Well, that's easy to cut, isn't it? If you're doing it by ruler, very easy. And then we want 16 and 12 patches of half square triangles. Cut a strip of 2 7/8, and then cut 2 7/8 squares, or use a triangle cutter against that strip and cut your half square triangles. And the last one is 1/4 square triangles. So you want a 5 1/4 square and then cut it into 4. So however you want to do that, if you're using regular rulers, if that's the way you go, that's fine. What I'm showing you here today is what I'm going to do, which is use a electronic model to do it. Oh, you also want 1 6.5-inch square for the centre, okay? So I can move that to one side one moment, and I'll show you this. Now, there are many types of electronic cutters. You've got your Aquaquilt Go, marvellous, but it is expensive. I got an old e-bosser made by Creative Crafts or Crafter's Companion donkeys years ago. I don't think you can't get them new anymore. You could probably get one off of eBay, but it will give you all of the boards so that you can use all types of cutters with it, including the Aquaquilt Go and anything else, Sizzix and all that. You can use everything with it, but they don't make them anymore, probably because everybody moaned that you could. Anyway, so the latest thing out is a Gemini by Crafter's Companion, but you do need to make sure that you get, for the multimedia, for fabric, you want the metal plates to fit it, yeah? So these are my metal plates. They are an added extra. You do want them. They are for fabric. So out of my box of wizardry, I mean, obviously 6.5-inch square is easy. Everybody's got a 6.5-inch ruler, haven't they? You just draw around it and you just cut around it. But I've got a 6.5-inch square. I can use a template. I've got my half square triangle. And And I've got my 2.5-inch square, and somewhere I've lost it. Oh, here it is. And then I got my 1/4 square triangle. Okay, that will all add up to 2.5 inches. So basically these are for the geese, aren't they? So as you can see, a 2.5-inch triangle with a quarter of an inch seam is going to fit to make your flying geese. Yeah, so that's that. So now we're ready to cut the fabric. So I've just tucked down the required amount, yeah, and then folded it into a 4, okay, which gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 layers of fabric. And then I'm going to take my board and I'm going to place my fabric on it. I'm hoping you can see this, what I'm doing, yeah, up there. I'm going to put my cutter on the fabric. I'm going to get 2 out of here. Put my cutter on top of the fabric. Put the other board on top of that to hold it nice and firm. Turn on my Gemini. Put it between my boards. And then I got to put one on top, plastic one on top, plastic one on the bottom. You're making your sandwich, and then you and then we put it through the do it cut. And then you take it out, your plastic board, and your tin plates. Oops. Oops. That moved my light. And then from that place, you see, from that cut, you've got your hopefully 8. 1, 2, 3. Little snip there needed. 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. So you've got your 8, 2.5-inch thing, and I need 16. So I've got 8. I need it to do it again. There we go. And hopefully I can do it this time without sending everything sideways. Okay, so let's just do it. I'll do it the other way around. Starting at the top and coming down with the cut. I want me other tin board on there. I need my boards are a bit wibbly wobbly because I've had them so long. So I'll put that one under there, that one on top of there. I'll just run it through again. Come on. board, get rid of the bottom board, bring up the top board, take off the top board, and let's see what we're left with. Yeah, so there are the next 8 cut. Alright, now I know some people say, oh, you waste a lot of money doing it like that. But to be honest with you, I folded that. There's not a lot of waste there, is there, to be fair? So I don't know. I don't think you do waste a lot of money. I just know it's a lot quicker and a lot easier, and they are precisely cut the right size. So this is how I do it. Okay, so I've got my 16 now of those, and now I've got to go on to another fabric and do 12. Okay, so I've just folded about the rest of the fabric. Once it's all together at the top where you want it. I just folded this into 8, so I can get 8 out of that. Put the other tin on top. Then I want thing on the thing on the bottom, and thing on the top. You do tend to bend a lot. I have to say, let's see if I haven't messed that up. Nearly. I have to say, I do think that although this system is very much cheaper than GoPro, yeah, and it has the same result, if I had the money, you know, because they're not cheap. The GoPro electric machines are not cheap, and the what do you call them? The cutter bits are not cheap, but all in all, it's a lot. I think is a much nicer system. But anyway, don't want to go in. Don't want to go in now. I will. But if you're on a budget, then these are really good. Because you get, you buy build-a-block stuff. Build-a-block are there, what have you. So that's 8 now, cut out of the green, yeah? And what did I want? 12. So now I've got to do it all again. But find myself, I just want to cut out of 4, don't I? Right, so if I get my scissors, just a moment. Come on, scissors. Just to make it easier for myself, I'll just cut away bits that I definitely, well, I don't throw them away. I put them in a bag I got for stuffing toys and things like that. So I've got a big bag I can almost scraps in, so nothing goes to waste. So now I just want 4, yeah? And I'm looking at that and thinking, well, to be honest with you, if I put that all together, my cutter can go on there like that, can't it? Yeah? So that's what I'm going to do on my metal sheets. Put it on my sheet, put my cutter on it. Yeah. And then get it ready in its sandwich and push that through. I only want 4 this time. So it will only cut up to 8 at a time, layers. You know, fold it over and over and count your layers. It only cut up to 8. But there are my other 4. Okay, to go with that. So that's that done. So I've got all that done now. So now, 12 and 16, I want 4 patches of, oh, that's the light green. I want 4 patches of the light green. I haven't done my squares. So now I want 4 patches of my solid colour I'm going to use. Okay. Oh, I think what I'll do is I'll do the big ones, actually. I'll open that out. So these, I'm only using these quarter, what is it called? I'll put that, and I'm going to get 2. Now, I am making 3 of all of these, but what I thought I'd like to do is I only want, I should have given that a press really. I only want to do one to start off with to see what the colour layout looks like before I cut, because I could have just cut them, well, you know, 3 times whatever and cut them all out at the same time, but I want to see what one looks like stitched together. Let's get me sandwich. Please get my sandwich in there. Okay. So now, out of that, hopefully, oh, not quite. You little bum, not quite. I just give it a quick cut, nip a few odd. There. So there are my, I've got 2 6.5 centre squares that I want to use with that and with that. Okay, so all that's left for me to do now are my quarter square triangles. So you can see how this is going, so I don't need to show you anymore on here, do I? I've got to just do now 4 quarter square triangles just for the one patch. Right, hi, back again. So now, what have I got? Well, we only wanted 1, but I happen to have 2 of the 6.5 inch squares. Alright, 2 of those. I've got, what did we do in the end? Well, there's a couple that are still, there's arrows. Oh, they're right here, right? Scissors, my little cut, yeah. All these half square triangles that I needed, yep, they're all there. Beautifully cut to the right size, as many as I needed. Brilliant. More half square triangles. Okay. And then we've got the darker colour half square triangles. We did 12 of those, right? Then I also need to do 4. Only want 4. Yep, 4. I did 8 because that's the way I fold the fabric. It's quicker. And then we need 4. I decided to go with this. It's a lighter green because when I'm which is going to be part of the flying geese, because I'm also going to incorporate into this, which will have cornerstones and straight pieces, this. So I just thought I'd use that to lighten it up a little bit. And then that will go with that and the cornerstones to go around the square, the table runner anyway. Okay, so I went with that. So now I've got all my bits and bobs I need, or that, and one of those, ready to go and sew it together. Okay, so I'll come back to you when I'm at the sewing machine. Goodbye for now.